The protest against Nigerians living in South Africa has gotten to the next level, and it is getting so much intense. The information that I have gotten right now is that a group of South Africans are now going into a door-to-door. They knock, and if you come out, they interrogate you. And if they interrogate you and your accent, your passport, or even your identity shows that you are a Nigerian, you are going to be expelled out, whether from your house, your room, or maybe your store or your company. You are going to be expelled out and being thrown outside South Africa if you are a Nigerian. And I am going to show you the video to watch it by yourself because of misbehavior and because of some attitude that the Nigerians are showing up in South Africa. That is why they are saying that enough is enough. Despite them being a colleague or an African country, they are saying that they cannot tolerate it anymore. Watch the video. So they are going door to door. They interrogate you, and if you are a Nigerian, you are going to be arrested and thrown outside the country. That is the information that they are putting right now. So they say they cannot take it anymore. Right now, like the number of cases that has been recorded in South Africa, and if they trace out, they do their research, they know say these things is not caused by the citizens of South Africa, but rather it is caused by Nigerians living in South Africa. A lot of problems that they themselves are South Africans, they have never experienced it in their life living in South Africa. But right now, it is escalating, like child trafficking, drug trafficking, and all these things. It is happening right now at the spike level. But meanwhile, the South Africans are not used to this kind of crimes. So they cannot take it anymore. And all these things are coming out from the Nigerians. So that is why they cannot live with them anymore. They don't have any morality as Nigerians. That is what the South Africans are saying right now. That is why they cannot live with them anymore. Thank you.
I don't understand what is happening to this Igbo. These Igbo people are so dominant. Like, which one is Igbo king has been crowned in South Africa, in East Cape? That's why you see these South Africans now are coming outside. They are destroying Nigerians' property. They are protesting since yesterday. What is you guys' issue? So you've not learned from what happened in Ghana. You guys now brought your madness. Now you took it to South Africa. South Africa, that you know that obviously these people don't like us. Have you all forgotten what these South Africans, what they did to South African men? That was years back. Why are you guys messing with these people? I don't understand. Asauna. King, what do they need king for? If you want to be king, come to your country and be king. What is you guys' issue? Nigerians have problem. God, our government is doing its own in this country. You guys are carrying your madness to another person country where we say maybe if you get small money now, maybe we run go those country. You now go use your stupidity, chase everybody. Before you know it, they will not allow Nigerians inside their country again. What is you guys' issue? Igbo king, why do they need Igbo king? Igbo king in another person's land? I don't understand. I'm tired of Nigerians. God. Why did they even born me to this country, sir? Because at this point, you guys are doing too much. I don't support this. I don't. Why? Crucially.
Honestly, Nigerians in South Africa are dying. They are suffering. South Africans, they are not Africa. For now henceforth, I declare South Africa to not be Africa country. South Africa is one of the worst Africa country any African can go to. With what is going on, you people will watch the video. But I tell you, what they are doing to our people, they are seeing Nigerians, seeing Zimbabweans, seeing Sierra Leoneans, seeing Ghanaians as a foreigner. These people did not take you as their own. Nigerians, I'm calling on you. Ghanaians, I'm calling on you. Sierra Leoneans, I'm calling on you. Zimbabweans, I'm calling on you. Cameroonians, I'm calling on you. Moroccans, I'm calling on you. Egyptians, I'm calling on you. Senegal, I'm calling on you. It's our time. You start chasing South Africa back to their country. Those that are in your country. There's a lot of South Africa people in Bonbon that are working in Bonbon. We know Bonbon company in Port Harcourt. LNG. There's a lot of South African people. It's our time. They chase them. Our government should chase South Africans back to their country. Let all Nigerians come back home. Let all Nigerians come back. They say they don't need you. They don't need you. Let all of them come back home. Let them be in their country. These are the South Africa we help. These are the South Africa we help to get their freedom. These are the South Africa with money and everything we help. But today, look what they are doing to our citizens. If you watch this video, you will cry. They are destroying Nigerians' properties, driving them. People who have been there, married South Africa, have misbreed South Africa kids because you are a Nigerian, or because you are a Zimbabwe, or because you are a Ghanaian. South Africa don't want you in their country. Julius Malema have tried to stop this, but I think these people are more powerful than Julius Malema. So since they cannot stop this, it's our time our government should send our people back and send South Africa back to their country. Make everybody with their country stay. Then if South Africa is dying, they want to wipe out South Africa. Make they wipe out South Africa. You fools, South Africa. The white people have taken your land. The people who came for foreign land, they have taken your land. You are fools. You cannot even talk to any white man in the streets. White people fence where they are in South Africa, in your land. You people cannot cross. You people cannot trespass. How fools you are. You see how fools you are. These white people, there is where white people live in South Africa. You people cannot trespass. You cannot go there. You will be shot if you go there. You are fools. But you see Nigerians in the streets. All you could do is to chase them. But you see white people in your own South Africa. You can't even talk to them. You see how fools you are. Not until you start talking to those people the same way you are treating our people, that's when we know that you are not fools, because you are fools.
I will rather say fufu for Abia State than go to South Africa. I will rather say wood, charcoal for Nigeria than go to South Africa to live as a Nigerian. Instead of even going to South Africa, it's better you go to Libya. Libya is by far 100% better than South Africa. I'm not saying you go argue.
The situation in South Africa keeps getting wilder. So according to South Africans, imagine this. You are just there minding your business. Then all of a sudden, there's a new Igbo king in your city. Earlier this month in East London in South Africa, a Nigerian man called Solomon Eziko was crowned Igwe Indigo. For the Igbo community, this is just a community leader title. Like someone who settles issues, support businesses, and organize their people. And nothing to do with ruling land. But to a lot of the locals in South Africa, it doesn't mean that at all. To them, it felt like somebody entered your house and started crowning a king in your living room. And that's where everything started heating up. Protests began and groups like Operation Dudula and Action SA all got involved. And what was supposed to be a peaceful protest turned chaotic very fast. We're talking burning of cars, shops getting looted, foreign-owned businesses shutting down out of fear. And now, here's the bigger issue. It has now mixed with the closing of shops crackdown. I did a video on that in my previous videos, you can check it out, where over 1,000 shops have been closed down. Immigration tensions, unemployment issues, and business conflict. Even the Nigerian government has come out to say that this king thing is not official, it's just a local situation. But South Africans are not having it at all. On ground, tensions are still very high and spreading beyond just one city. The question is, what do you think about this?
When I told you people that South Africa is not a good place for Nigerians, you thought I was lying. Take a look at this above my head.
Violence has broken out between local residents and foreign nationals in East London in South Africa's Eastern Cape province. A protest organized by the anti-foreigner group.
I hope all of you heard what he said. A protest organized by anti-foreigners group. When I said South Africa is not a good place for Nigerians, some of you were crying in the comment section. Now you can see that the country is not even good for foreigners completely. These are countrymen that the white has been pressing their neck for centuries. They can't even enter the white side of South Africa, but when they see a fellow black African, all their eyes go open.
March aimed at Nigerian nationals turned chaotic and violent.
In case you missed that part, let me say it again. The protest was organized by an anti-foreigners group aimed at Nigerians. Nigerians have become an endangered species in South Africa. If you like, cry, use your face, squeeze ground. The truth is the truth. Again, I am reiterating it here. South Africa is not a good place for a Nigerian. You can cry for all I care, or worse.
Yeah, my Nigerian brothers, you should have read the room. You should have read the room, because using the word king, especially in a country like South Africa where there are traditional leaders all over the space, suggests that that person has some kind of authority, suggests that that person has some kind of historical background or historical lineage that anchors him to that land as a ruler or an authority figure. That is what a king means to us. So you should have read the room. But for some of us, I think we understand that it isn't that deep. Honestly, I couldn't care less. I could care less who Nigerians elect as their leaders for the communities that they live in. So long as they are not there illegally, so long as they are not committing crimes. If they choose to elect someone as the leader of their community, it's not up to me to say whether that is right or wrong. You know, people organize and have the right to organize. But your use of the word king really provoked South Africans, because Ubkosi to South Africans means something totally different. There's a very deep meaning. So you guys should have just read the room.
So that's who I give black people. No, is there a curse revolving on the head of a black man of the black race? Few months ago, it was Ghana who protested that Igbo should be cancelled. You can't come and install another king in our lands. Some time ago, it was Benin Republic. Today, as we speak to you, South Africans have taken all over Cape Town, burning their own cities, protesting. They were so energized, enraged with anger. They want to unalive their fellow blacks that Igbo is not welcome in South Africa. You that is a South African, did you ever take your time to understand what Igbo means? Have you ever asked yourself, what is the official duty of the Igbo? Have you ever asked yourself if these people actually met with your local authorities and they took permission to do that? You entered into the street, burned houses. Now listen, this is how stupid the black man is. This is how useless the black man is to himself. You see these black people protesting now. The Benin Republic, the Togolese, the Ghanaians, the South Africans, the Cameroonians protesting against their own black brothers. That is, if at all they identify themselves with their own fellow black brothers who were demarcated from them by colonialists. Colonialists demarcated us and we accepted this artificial demarcation. We permanented them. These same countries, these same African countries protesting against their own brothers in their environment. In Ghana, in South Africa, in Benin Republic, in Cameroon, in Togo, in Democratic Republic of Congo. Check their forests. There are quarry sites. In their bushes, there are quarry sites. In their farmlands, not too far away, just look, you will see a quarry site. In their backyard, there are quarry sites being managed by foreign nationals, being managed by Chinese people, India, some crook cartels in Britain, being managed by France, being managed by Westerners, Easterners, Middle East people, acquiring, mining their own resources. They don't have problem with it. It is when their own fellow black brother doing their own peaceful thing. Oh, not in this country. This is how useless the black man is to himself. In South Africa, as I speak to you now, white people are still saying that, oh, the country belongs to them. The country belongs to them. They don't have problem with it. We saw clips of white people calling for war. That if the black South Africans wants to gallivant, they would teach them a lesson. These white guys were threatening black South Africans that if they dare misbehave, that apartheid is a tip of an iceberg. And get me right, I'm not talking to South Africa alone. This issue of blacks filled up with so much rage, wanting to fight themselves, destroy themselves, burn their cities, is the entire black continent. Look at what is happening in the Democratic Republic of Congo. The white man told you that you're a Tutsi, you accepted. Yes, I'm a Tutsi. The other white man told you that you're a Hutu, yes, you accepted. Oh, yeah, fight yourself. Then, shameless animals in the Democratic Republic of Congo started fighting themselves. Even in the colonial period. Check your history. Well, because we don't read. Every time entertainment, we are all like chasing after stupid videos and stupid meaningless music. That's why we are like this. We have a generation that knows nothing about themselves. Go and check your history. It was black people white men used to fight their fellow blacks. When you see a legion of army who wants to attack the neighboring tribe, you will see probably 5 or 10 white men in their midst. The remaining thousands of soldiers are black people with weapons ready to go and destroy the other tribe. They will come out and say, hey, Black Lives Matter. Shut up your mouth. Shut up your dirty mouth. What black life? In your country, does your life matter? Do you respect yourself as black people? Animals. Do you never think like human beings? You come and even in Nigeria, yes, I speak to you. Let any misunderstanding happen in southern Nigeria between a southerner and a northerner. Oh yeah, bam, before you know it. Arewa, with their ugly faces, they will carry camera, face and say, hey, Igbos, you leave the north. Igbos, you leave the north. Foolishness abounds in this set of people. Foolish people. I wonder how they make it to Arewa leadership. Animals.
Yeah, Mr. Manager, good afternoon. You know the problem of these Nigerians, South Africans. You know these people of South Africans. You know the white people was ruling. It's not like they are ruling South Africa, but they are taking control of their system in South Africa. But the white people know 100% that the South Africans will take power of them. They know. You see, in the 1990s, 94, that they take independence. From the 94 coming, the white people was ruling South Africa. Nice economy. Their GDP is more than the whole Africa GDP. They have money. But the white people that they were ruling South Africa by then, from the 1994 coming, when they take independence, coming, or they finish that apartheid, how do you call? They put Nelson Mandela in prison. The white people know that they will not survive with the blacks in South Africa. They know that. The apartheid regime, they know that. So what they do, they invite immigrants to the country. They invite immigrants to the country. This is where the problem starts from. So the white people intentionally invite immigrants. And when they invite immigrants to their country, they do not fingerprint them. You know, up to today, up to now that we are talking, South Africa don't have fingerprint. They don't have fingerprint system like Ghana, the way we get fingerprint system. They don't have. So before they realize, the country choke. The country choke. You see that Ghana, yeah, Ghana, we were not even in the position of identify everybody by then. When I say by then, like in Nkrumah them at time, all that kind of stuff. There is no any digital that time. But we make sure that we put our eye in, even if you are a foreigner. We try to control that system. South Africa wasn't like that. They don't control. In the 90s, because they were busy, the South Africans was busy trying to take over from the white people. So what the whites do, they allow the foreigners to come in numbers, because they know that when they come in numbers and they leave power, the South Africans cannot control them, because they don't put any system for them. They can register you, give you papers to work, but how to control them, they don't know how to control them. So they become headache. And what it beat the South Africans, we see, you know, the time they get an appetite problem, where they fight, the whole Africa support them. So the white people know that. They know the key. Because they know that the South Africans would allow black people to come to the country. But what they don't know is that when they come to Uma, they go damage them. So they did not make any effort to put them in the correct position, like identify them, give them correct identity with fingerprint and all that kind of stuff. You just go and then they give you papers to work, no fingerprint, date of birth, nothing. Up to now, they don't have fingerprint system. Even Ghana, SIM registration self, they fingerprint you. You understand me? But South Africa don't have. So the white people know this. They know. So when the South Africans, they can't take over, they cannot control these people no more. They cannot control them no more. From the 90s, they can't control them no more. Then we have the Nigerians that they went to South Africa, take advantage of whatever is going on. They see them quick. They see it quick. And then they add their foolishness with the white people to bring drug to the system. And then the whole thing spoil in South Africa. So South Africa that you see, it wasn't just the Nigerians who, it was the white people too. The white people in the country. They bring these kind of drugs and distribute to them in the system. They want to fuck up the country, man. And one thing too, South Africans, they are not brainy people. They are not brain. You know, Ghana, we know we have corruption people in government, but they are brainy. South Africa are not sharp like that. You know, they are not really sharp. You know, like Ghana, how we get our leaders, sharp brain people, you know, think they pay them. South Africa don't have that thing. They be Jones where they did there. You see? And then the foreigners are taking advantage of that. And it was piling up. It was piling up. It was piling up. Now they cannot control. You know, in Ghana, foreigner cannot just come and get position in office. You can't. A foreigner cannot come. What foreigner can do maybe. Maybe that one self, the citizens will not give you chance. The Ghanaians will not give you chance. They will be fighting with you till you move your things sometimes. But in South Africa, the moment they come, the South Africans don't want to work together with the foreigners. You see what is killing them? They don't want to work with the foreigners, and their GDP is going down. They don't want to work with the foreigners. They don't want to work for foreigners. You know what I mean? Instead of them to work together, like how Ghana and Nigeria and Togolese and all that, Burkina Faso, we all will work together. No, South African, they don't want to do that. And they don't know that when you don't want to do that, you, the cities, you don't want to do that, you are sucking the money, but you are not putting money in. And their GDP is going down, keep going down, it keep going down, keep going down. So that white people too, they are among the problems in South Africa. It's not just Nigerians. The whites are the problem also in South Africa. They mess the country up for them indirectly. But because they are not sharp to hold it, they don't know how to control it. And the whole thing tend to mess. Nigerians be selling drugs, turn their women to prostitute. They don't put any measures there that, you know, in Ghana, when they catch you, that you are using girl for prostitute, you will go jail. Those things, they don't put them. So everybody just, they do things anyhow in Ghana. You understand me? In South Africa. You understand me? So it being with the case, you know.
Morning. I want you to listen to this embassy in South Africa. You can see how useless even the ambassador in Ghana is the same. You can see how useless Nigerians are. You, when you finish talking, I go talk something for you. Listen. Take you listen now.
One, take it straight to our High Commission. They cannot become a king. So he's just there to celebrate their cultural activities, to celebrate themselves as cultural thing, not as a political institution, not as a traditional institution. And that was why I said I offer our apology to the traditional institutions in South Africa. We say sorry to whatever has happened. The embassy will never in any way encourage undermining the authority or undermining their traditional institutions. No, we will not do that. So because of this, His Excellency has been engaging. He even wrote a letter. I wouldn't know the title of the thing, but he wrote a letter to him. And if you have looked at it, I've seen some of a deputy minister who also said we have received a letter from the embassy that the High Commissioner, the acting High Commissioner, is willing to meet with the king to first and foremost offer apology and to declare our support for the.
You see these Nigerians, You see these Nigerians, These Nigerians are the most stupid, foolish people that they are working. No wonder their country is like that. See this stupid man, the thing he's saying. What he's saying there, it's complete lies. He just lied. Because when you see what that Igbo man, that Eze, that Henetu is doing in Ghana, paving his way, went and see Muhammad them, went and see how to call I mean every top official, this guy trying to pave his way to our politics. So what this guy is saying is a lie. When you see what Henetu is doing in Ghana, he's paving his way. He went and see Kufuor them, Nanado them, everybody, every top officials, this guy is paving his way. So what this guy is saying here, that what they are doing is not political thing. It's a political. When South Africans, they keep quiet, or Ghanaians keep quiet, these people will be paving their way to the politics. So what is he saying here? You see, this is what I'm telling Ghanaians. I'm telling the Ghanaians, I say, these people that you see them in Ghana and all that kind of stuff, their leaders know exactly what they are doing there. They know. They know. Their leaders know what these Igbo people are doing there. If the South Africa did not go to this embassy, they would never come out and say this. Okay, Ghana, do they come out and say anything? In Ghana, we didn't go to the embassy. Did you send them? Did you see them? They are scared because they know the South African will go and burn the place. They know. They are scared. That is why they come out and then they are saying this. Because they know what the South Africans will go there and burn the place, the embassy for them. They will burn Nigeria embassy. They know. Or they will hurt them. They know. That's why they come out and they are doing this. See, See, you see these Nigerians, that kind of Africa unite, forget to forget. These people, they lie. I mean, all of them, they are liars. Everybody in Nigeria is a liar. It's a complete, they born with lies. Henetu, if you see clearly, you get pictures with every leader in Ghana, apart from Otuvo. Kintekotaki them all, Ngwa Manche, Ngwa Chief, Gan Manche, Gan King, everybody, Henetu get picture with them in Ghana. He's paving his way to the system. And this guy is here, he's saying, oh, they are not, these people are not here to take over. Who told you? Who told you? Like they will go and put soft chiefs in South Africa. In South Africa, I think last 2 years, they put soft chiefs, they put themselves, they are forming their own party. And we are here saying that what they are doing is not political thing. Who told you it's not political thing? They know exactly what they are doing. These people know what the Igbos are doing in South Africa. These Nigerians know. This embassy, they know. Last 2 years, last 2 years, is it not the same South Africa that they are forming their own political this thing for them? They are saying that though they will form political thing to go and face. They're saying it. We saw it. And South Africa went there and break the whole thing. And now you are here saying that though it's not political. It's not political thing. Like Henetu will be in Ghana and he'll be taking pictures of the leaders going to their houses. People can lie, oh. You Nigerians, you can lie. You are typical liars. Continue doing it. Continue.
I greet you, my brother from another country, the authentic brother. How is the atmosphere with you? My brother, I keep wondering why some Nigerians still have in mind, or they still describing South Africans as xenophobic. I keep wondering why some Nigerians still calling South Africans xenophobic. Meanwhile, the main xenophobic or the rest xenophobic is Nigerians. Yesterday, I said this, and I want to continue. I want to emphasize on the word xenophobic. Because you know why? South Africans are always showing they are patriotic to the foreigners who are in South Africa, that you cannot do this in our country. That's what they are that's what they are exhibiting. That's what they are trying to show people, that this is South Africa. You cannot come here and be doing anything anyhow and think it can go free. No. We will demonstrate to you. We will show how we feel. So they are showing how they feel about what is going on in South Africa from the foreigners, which they don't like. That's what they are showing. It's simple as that. Okay? But if you look at Nigeria, they are selling drugs to South African youths. They are turning their women, their young women, into prostitution. They are kidnapping people for money. They are doing olosho prostitution, which they are, in other way, giving the South Africans diseases. Are you getting it? So, which one of these people that you can choose and describe them as xenophobic? Yesterday, I did explain that xenophobic, it simply means you pursue something strange from foreigners. Okay, that you fear that what they are bringing will cause damage to your system, to your environment. That is the fear South Africans are having from Nigerians, and that's what they don't want it to happen. So that simply means xenophobia. Okay, so if we are looking for the rest xenophobic people, it's not South Africans. It should rather be Nigerians. Now, let me tell you this. Do you people know what's happening in Nigeria right now? Do you people know? Just this Sunday past, Palm Sunday, over 20 people are being killed in Nigeria. Over 20 people. They are unalived in Nigeria. So how are you going to describe this one? How are you going to describe this one? What is more xenophobia than you killing your people? Huh? Unaliving your people, butchering your people, eliminating your people, executing your people. What is more xenophobia than that? South Africans are all destroying properties, which they feel if they do that, it will send a signal to their leader that they are serious of what they are doing. So property that they are destroying, it is out of their anger that they don't want those foreigners, those illegal foreigners in their country and the activity, they don't want it. As simple as that. But let me ask you, those on this platform and listening, if you are asked to pick one, destroying of properties and killing of human beings, which one are you going to choose? Which one would you prefer? Huh? If you are asked to choose between these two activities, killing of human being and the destroying of properties, which one are you going to choose? And I know as a reasonable person, you would definitely choose destroying of properties, not human being, because human being's life matters most. Human being's life matters most. So you definitely choose property destroying than be choosing unaliving human being. Huh? Very dark man. I saw his video, I think yesterday or 2 days ago. He was, they've gathered. He was with some people, they've gathered, and he was explaining what has happened, where over 20 people have been killed, including pregnant women. Imagine this. This is going on in Nigeria, but Nigerians will not talk about this. But they are busy describing South Africans as xenophobic. Meanwhile, your own country, your people are being killed. They are killing human beings like animals in Nigeria. You can't condemn this. You cannot talk against this, but you are busy describing South Africans as xenophobic. I don't get you, Nigerians, especially the Igbo people. I don't get you. I don't understand you. So it means you value properties destroying than human beings unalive, right? Is that what you are telling us? That you prefer to be choosing properties destroyed than you be choosing people being unalived. That means you don't value human beings, but you value properties. No wonder you people kidnap your own women, you kidnap your people, you can even sell your own woman for money. You can kill your child for money because you don't value human being. You don't value humanity. Humanity is valueless to you. Huh? Why would you do that? So I wonder why some people, some Nigerians are calling South African xenophobia. Meanwhile, the real xenophobic, the real butchers, the real brutalizers, the real massacres, they are Nigerians. Go and see what is happening in Nigeria. Jos, a place called Jos. Go and see what is happening there. People are just killed like animals. They are just being killed like animals. They don't value human beings' life in Nigeria. I'm not surprised Nigerians always choose animals over human beings. I won't be surprised because that's how they live their lives. So Nigerians, learn sense. We keep telling you that learn sense. When you go to another man's country, be law abiders. Be law abiders. Respect their space. Respect their culture. Respect their culture. Respect everything. Consistent those people. And stop putting blames on the others. The problem is not South Africans. The problem is Nigerians. You Nigerians, you are the problem, not the South Africans. Okay? So learn sense. Nigerians, learn sense. Especially Igbos, learn sense. My brother God Dambe. Yankopɔn hyerɛ wo paa dɛ ɛde black rasta no voice aba ha na yɛn nso yɛtie na yɛhu deɛ na ɔreka wɔ mu. You see, President John Dramani Mahama ɔcontradict no ho. Anammɔn bebree wɔ hɔ a otu a sɛ ɛwɔ na sɛ ɛyɛ very smart person ɛbɛhu dɛ Mahama ɔcontradict no ho all the time. Why am I saying that Mahama ɔcontradict no ho? Because yɛnim dɛ yɛwɔ American for wɔwɔ Ghana a yɛne American yɛ partnership. Ɛna nansi ara aka for Francis for so ɛde wɔn aba a wogu yɛn forest. Ɛna sisi also ama vice president was sign agreement under the partnership deal with Ghana and European Union. Na kyerɛ sisi Ghana no automatically Ghana no ɔnhyɛ yɛn nsa bi mu Erica about security the jihadists and terrorists are all yɛn north side. Na so bandamanso na kyerɛ Ghana no we can't manage anything by ourselves so. Tell Ghana we cannot manage anything by ourselves. International and EU oh yeah European Union for no and when I send security partnership na aka for France for so and when we yen forest into automatic and Ghana no on saying yen security on saying in Serbium but you are the same person so you and for your UN summit now you are seeking for reparation. Our say Pan-Africa. Africa must unite. You are calling for borderless Africa and all that. Nyema wa ye hina so no chede abofo ntina yele from Africa Union, ECOWAS and Pan-African them agenda no wokita no. Mo watching because of the Western wings. Intina I'll fight for Pan-Africa no. Now one gets also any European Union for Kenya agreement and a partnership. But then what do you actually want to tell Ghanaians? Or you want to tell Africans? Intimate Mahama no or contradicting no. Most of the movements today, the man is contradicting himself. He's contradicting himself and Ghana. Imagine OBS today. You want to build African Union or another Pan-African. No? Africa must unite now. You people are calling it borderless and all that unnecessary agenda. Work it water namano. 18 Asia and Asa Ghana youth 100,000 Ghanaian youth. I don't want to go Serbia. Say epede Africa ye unite. Na nanga say ye nyenzama. Everybody so there you go Serbia. Why? I'm for now Zimbabwe. I'm for now Zambia. And now Sudan. And Ethiopia. And Kenya. And any of the African countries. I'm for you to Ghana you to and spread them uncle. No one can enjoy. Na mo wando go Serbia. Me dwun amentiase. Entinu de Mahama no or contradict no because say Mahama in a public another in a stage another in a platform not so pretty for Pan-African now I don't understand what this man is all about. Ne muhuni vision no gita. Etima show it ekugu Serbia hona mpono Serbia ene onuko gu ono mpono enimi there Ghana yen currency mpono is bigger than Serbia currency. Nti nipa na dey go na say wonke adwuma no mpono at the end of the day no they won't get anything because yen sika so sense dey sika esika na obinya no wode ba Ghana abed no over be Ghana because yen sika no so sense dey sika but I'm wondering so there on one of one kwa no supo no None of them has able to come out whether they are living good or not. And so all mpanyinfo ogu Ghana hɔ no mekyerɛ MPs na ministers na government officials no wɔyɛla na wakɔ Europe kasa ho yareba. So when young one wakɔ Europe kɔhwɛ mboa, and you are busy around Africa continent preaching for Pan-African, African national, borderless, and all that. But when you are sick, you run away to Europe for your treatment. When you need, you run away to Europe for their help. Meanwhile, you can't do, I remember your mentality because say your security, your police, your soldier, your army, your all that security agencies or security departments organized into me and secure your one there. Then what are their use? Ghana police, what is their use? Ghana army, what is their use? Huh? Those security equipment there you are seeking, we can buy them for ourselves, then we train ourselves, then we learn from ourselves so that we can protect our territories by ourselves. We will not need any intervention from any foreign wing or any foreign partner. Like European partners, we will not need them. We can manage if we are serious. We can do everything by our own if only we will be serious. Into the matter now, Nigerian, Akasan or honey nano, or you fake to me, and then for me, or you fake. I would share or man what no man. Or man, wanting only gonna phone sim demon, or man, want to know. Wakasha foreigners won't sim, Europeans won't sim, because Adama France, Adama America, as an Dakama European Union. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? But Ghanaians will not talk about this because of their political interest. They will not talk. Opposition will not talk because they're also the same. That's why I mean, the Americans there. Ghana for man for man for Ayar Ghana side because he's the only man who there all Ghana interest at heart. Maybe Ghana Mr. Ayarga is the only man our Ghana interest at heart. And if not Ayarga, then we should forget. We should forget.